Right. So we'll start with here cloud computing again from the beginning. We'll see step by step. We'll go. First, we'll discuss what is cloud computing. What are the major benefits are there with cloud computing? So after that, we'll go with Microsoft Azure. After discussing the fundamentals of cloud computing, we'll start with Microsoft Azure. Right. Right. So we have different exams are there here in yeah, Microsoft Azure. We'll see that exams we'll see. Uh, then first sir we'll see worldwide cloud computing services forecast. Today why? Because every organization is going with the cloud computing platforms today. Almost also 90% companies say they are going with cloud computing. So why? Because cloud computing is the one where we can reduce the cost. Various benefits are there with cloud computing environment. So that's why everyone is preferring today cloud computing platforms. So that's why we have business forecast is there, sir. Uh, we can generally we can see like what maybe the business is going to happen with cloud computing services in this year. We'll see that business means if you see that more business is going to happen with cloud computing platforms, means indirectly we have to understand uh, much demand is increasing. So according to the demand, resources are required, means the people who has very hands-on knowledge on cloud computing platforms. So we need the people, right? So in the same way, life without cloud computing. So basically still previously we used to use on-premises environment. On-premises environment means, remember, total setup is there in the data center. Okay, two types of working environments actually. One is on-premises environment. On-premises means uh, we are going to set up the data center in the company itself. Let's say uh, we are running one company. In the same company, will purchase servers, everything. Total setup will maintain. Okay, local data center. Its meaning. So, but this on-premises environment or local data center, to build the data centers here, we need huge cost is there, right? Huge investment is there. In the same way, maintenance cost is there. So various problems are there, or we can say various limitations are there with on-premises environments today. That's why instead of going with on-premises environment, we are preferring cloud computing platforms. Okay, so why? Because in case of cloud computing platforms, no need to build the local data center, no need to purchase the servers. Suppose I'm starting one company, no need to purchase servers, hardware, everything. So already Microsoft is maintaining the servers in their data center. Okay, cloud data center. So directly we can hire those servers, means we can use those servers. Okay, we are paying depends on the usage. Depends on the usage we can pay. That means what? No need to invest a huge amount to set up the environment. Total environment is there in the Microsoft data center. Just we have to create a free subscription, we can start using. We'll see that again. Just we have to understand two types of computing environments are there today: on premises environment and cloud computing environment or platforms. On premises means what? which is a local data center. So everything we are purchasing, we are building in the local office, in our office. Okay, so that is a like on-premises environment. We'll see again in detail what is cloud computing and advantages. We'll see in detail. Cloud computing services. Basically, remember important point. Uh, it may be any cloud platform, any cloud platform. It may be Microsoft Azure or AWS. Okay, any cloud platform. Just remember, it is a collection of services. Services. Any cloud platform is a collection of what? Services. Okay, so that's why remember, like we have different services are there. Actually, here see everything is provided as a service. Means let's say I want one server with 32 GB RAM, for example. Okay, so in the same way, I want one database. I want, for example. In the same way, I want some storage, like 1 TB storage. Just remember, in cloud computing, everything is provided in the form of services. Services. Then we have majorly we have three major services are there. We'll see again in detail. IaaS, infrastructure as a service; PaaS, platform as a service; SaaS, software as a service. Okay, three major services are there. Means actually various services are there. These services are divided into three major categories in cloud computing environment. Okay, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. We'll discuss that again in detail. Then cloud deployment models we'll see, means how we are deploying the cloud resources. So in general, remember we have these various deployment models are there, like public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud. Four deployment models are there. We'll discuss again in detail. Public, private, hybrid, and community. We'll see that one by one in detail. That's why remember from the just we have to understand in the summary. Cloud computing is a collection of services. Okay, anything what we want, it is available in the form of service. Right, right. Let's say we'll start with that is it, like two types of computing environments we have seen: on-premises environment and cloud computing platforms. So in on-premises environment means what? Everything we are building. Means what? Like I'll purchase the servers. Means let's say I want to start one company. So I'll purchase the servers, hardware, operating systems, everything. So I will build a data center in case of your on-premises environment. So what we'll do, like we have to purchase servers, okay, storage, networking components, okay. So everything total hardware I am purchasing. Let's say I want to start one company in some location. Everything I am purchasing first. After that, sir, I will purchase operating systems, firewalls, other softwares, for example. Here, everything we have to purchase. That's why here, see, like if you are going to purchase all these components, capital expenditure will increase. Okay, So we are starting one company, for example. So to purchase all these things, remember capital expenditure will increase. Capital expenditure is there. Means, for example, let's say 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, okay, 70 lakhs. Capital expenditure is there here. Okay. So, yeah, firewall means for security purpose. Generally, we have seen in our machines also, we have firewall is there. For example, if you see, if I say firewalls here, firewall.cpl, firewall.cpl. Here see turn Windows firewall on off. In my machine, it is off now. We can make it on. If I make it on, remember, uh, applications users cannot access my system applications directly. For example, 50 applications are running in my machine. To access, to allow access, first I have to add the application into firewall. Okay, once I add a application in the firewall, then firewall allows access to that application. Otherwise, it will deny the access. Firewall will deny the access. You just remember a separate software program through which we are allowing or denying the access. Right. So check here, like capital expenditure is there, we are discussing. Why? Because we have to purchase everything to create our local data center. Right. So capital expenditure is there, as well as we have operational expenditure is there. Operational cost is there, means we have to hire the teams we have to hire. Means Windows team, network team, uh, storage team, all these teams we have to hire. That's why operational expenditure is there here. Okay, so the same way, like how much time, for example, to set up all these things, we need 2 months time, 3 months time, right? We have to purchase the hardware, which takes time. If we order for hardware, it takes time. Okay, 2 months time something. After that, we have to purchase software, then install everything, then after that start using. Right. So time consuming process here. Time consuming process. So in the same way, like security challenges are there. Another very, very important limitations of here on premises environment. Right. Security problems are there. Maybe our applications or servers can be uh, accessed or hacked by some hackers. Okay, so like security problems are there. Very high security team is required for us. Check here, all these for a startup company to perform all these things. It is a huge process. Means like a huge investment actually. We don't know tomorrow the company works or not, but we are investing huge amounts here. The same way in future, if want to increase the resources size, for example, today we are running one server with 128 GB RAM, for example. Okay, so I want to increase up to 512 GB, for example, tomorrow, for more users, more uh, traffic is there. That's why I want to increase the limitations here. Okay, I want to increase the limitation. For that purpose here, like again, we have to invest the money, right? In future also again. That means what? Increasing the resources whenever it is required. decreasing whenever it is not required is very difficult in on-premises environment. That generally we'll call it as scale up, scale down, scale up and scale down. Means what? Whenever we need some more resources, I want to increase the resources. Whenever not required, I want to reduce the resources. That is scale up, scale down activities are difficult here. See, in case of on-premises environment. That's why we have to understand here in summary, on-premises environment means what? We are creating our own local data center in the office. For that, capital expenditure is it, operational expenditure is it, many teams are required. So time taking process, security problems are there majorly. Scale up and scale down activities are very difficult. So that's why to avoid these issues here, to avoid these limitations. Okay, so to avoid these limitations, compulsory we have to go with what? Cloud computing platforms to avoid these limitations. Right. So various definitions are there. Just remember, instead of purchasing by our own all these servers, everything. So Microsoft is maintaining the servers, storage, data means complete data center they are maintaining. Microsoft is maintaining the complete data center. Okay. So just our job is what? Our job is just create a free account, free subscription. After creating free subscription, just start using whatever we need. Okay, we need the servers, we need storage, we need firewalls, everything we can start using here directly. We are not purchasing anything, just like hiring, we can say. Means what? Purchasing the car by for our own is like on-premises environment. Today we have our services are there, no? Ola, Uber. So whenever you want, you can ride just by paying some minimum amount. Means what? No need to purchase, no need to perform maintenance activities, no need to take insurance. If something damaged, no need to repair, right? So all those we are avoiding here, with hiring. Purchasing is there, hiring is there. This is cloud computing is like hiring. Okay, so everything is available in Microsoft data center, just using depends on our requirement. Let's say you want to use for 6 months, use for 6 months. Then if you don't want, we can stop the usage. Like this, like flexibility is it. That is the reason today most of the clients here, they are going with cloud computing platforms. Right. We'll see that various definitions are there for cloud computing platforms. Check here. In general, in case of on-premises here, first we have to plan what we need, then buy everything. Right. Just now we have seen software and hardware and software, then install. After that, start operating. That's why capital expenditure is huge here, time-taking process. That means what? Suppose, let's say, if I want to develop an application, one scenario, as a developer, I want to launch one application in the market. Okay, so here see I have to purchase the servers, storage, dedicated network, security. We have to implement. So that is like very huge budget I want. I need here so much budget is required for me to launch the application. That's why to avoid that budgets here, if I'm going with cloud computing platform, then no need to purchase all these things here. Directly by creating free subscription, we can start using the resources which are already available in Microsoft Data Center. That's why two URLs we have seen previously. One is here like azure dot microsoft.com. Okay, azure dot microsoft.com, one URL. Here we have seen in case of azure dot microsoft.com, we can we can create a free subscription here. After creating free account or free subscription, then we can start using the resources by using here portal.azure.com. These are the two URLs are there. Azure.microsoft.com is what to create a free account. After creating free account, we can start using that account. Check here, azure.microsoft.com. Okay, so here we can start free here, azure.microsoft.com, start free. uh, we can create a free subscription here where Microsoft is adding $200. Till $200 are there, we can practice, or till 1 month, anyone. Okay, till 1 month we can practice, or till these credits are there, 15 days, 20 days, 25 days. Till the credits are there, we can practice. After that, say like account is disabled, we can delete the account, we can create one more account, or we can convert this account into paid subscription. So as a company, what we can do, first we can create a free subscription, start using what we need. After 1 month, we can convert into paid subscription. We can go with the paid one. Generally, pay as you go, pay
Sir,
as you.
how much storage they will give, sir, in 1 month? I mean,
No, no, no. Anything we can use here within these credits. It will show
okay,
you, yeah, when whatever we are using, after automatically billing is generated, it will show us how much credit is available still, uh, like till that
okay,
becomes zero. Yeah,
sir, got it.
right. So that's like, yeah. So how we can create a free account. After that, after creating free account, then we can start using by using portal.azure.com. Portal.azure.com. So say like actually it will ask to log in, enter login password, user credentials. Then we can connect successfully. After connecting successfully, we have seen all the services are available here. Check here, it will show like this. This is the remaining credits it is saying till it becomes zero, or till 1 month. We can work with the, we can practice, or we can work with any resource. So we can create the machines, our own dedicated machines we can create. Check here, we are not purchasing any systems or operating system, anything. Directly we can create a machine. We can work with the storage. Okay, terabytes of storage we can create. So we can work with the networking components to establish communication between two machines. We know already. In the same way, like to control the user access. Okay, who can access which machine, which database, which application. We can use this Azure Active Directory to control the user access. So these are like yeah, various services are available for us. These are the main services Microsoft is listing. We can see here all services. We'll discuss this again once we enter into Azure, right? So that's when like various definitions are there. Cloud computing is the delivery of computing services over the internet. Okay, so all the computing services, it may be servers, storage, network, okay, disks, everything are provided here through internet. Just we are accessing from the internet, through the internet. Just sir, cloud computing provides servers, storage, databases, networking components, software, everything's here. Right, everything is available in the through cloud computing in the cloud computing platforms. Companies offering these services are called cloud providers. We know that already, like major providers are there. Microsoft Azure, from Microsoft we have Microsoft Azure. AWS is there from Amazon. Google Cloud is there. Like different yeah, cloud platforms are available today. Those are called here cloud providers. And basically, we have seen typically charges are there, depends on usage only. Based on usage only, we have charges. Okay, no need to pay any fixed amount per month. Depends on usage only, we are paying. Depends on usage. Right. So that's like cloud computing platform. Just what is the definition, simple definition of cloud computing. So, but official definition is there here from NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology. Cloud computing is a model for enabling convenient on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources here. On-demand network access means what? We can access at any time. Means let's say you want one machine now with 8 GB RAM. So immediately we can create if you have subscription on demand. Shared pool of configurable computing resources. Computing resources means, remember all these. We have seen machines, servers, then storage, networking, all these are called computing resources. Shared pool of computing resources. So these are uh, configurable computing resources here. Means like computing resources are available, just we have to configure and start using. Okay, configure and use. Configure means what? Just assign the name what you want. Okay, so username, password. So after that we have to start using. Then so like that can be rapidly provision. Rapidly provisioning means, remember, creating. Rapidly means very fastly, at any time we can create the resources, actually cloud computing resources at any time. Right. So rapidly provision and release with minimal management efforts or service provider interaction. Means what? Like we can perform with uh, less management effort. Means maintenance is very easy here, and service provider interaction. Service provider means what? Microsoft. So Microsoft is interaction is very less. Means no need to communicate with Microsoft every time. So I want this. I want this. So we can create what we want. We can start working with. Right. So that is like cloud computing platforms are there. Sir. And second part of the definition is there here, like that is, see what is cloud computing. Just we have a resource pool is there, which we can configure and start using immediately through internet. Right. Second definition, the cloud computing compose of say five essential characteristics, three service models, and four deployment models. These are say second definition. Five essential characteristics means we have to understand five essential characteristics are there. What its meaning? Uh, Essential characteristics means what? Like basic properties. Means whenever we are saying that this is cloud computing platform, it should satisfy these properties. Okay, five essential characteristics are there. Three service models we have seen, like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Once again, we'll see. Deployment models are there. Four deployment models: public, private, community, and hybrid. We'll discuss that one. That is like cloud computing platforms, right? So check here, like five essential characteristics are there. What are the essential characteristics? Check here. On demand self-service, right? So any resource is available on demand. At any time we can create the machines, we can create the databases. Okay, on demand. Self-service. Self-service means what? We can create by our own. Okay, no need to ask to Microsoft every time. So whatever the machines we want, whatever the resources we need, directly we can create. Self-service. Then broad network access. Right. So these resources we can access from anywhere through the internet, anywhere, from any device. Then rapid elasticity, another major advantage of cloud computing, say rapid elasticity means we have seen like scale up, scale down. For example, you want a machine with 32 GB RAM. So immediately, suppose right now we are using one machine with 16 GB RAM, but you want to increase 32 GB or 64 GB, for example. So in that case here, like we can increase any times here without affecting the users. After that, once the traffic is less, we can decrease again. Suppose let's say tomorrow, like Amazon or Flipkart, they are saying that we have sale between 15 to 20th of the month, for example, right? So in that case, what we can do, automatic we can increase the resources. After 20 we can decrease the resources. Why? Because here the huge traffic will be there within these 5 days. That's why we can increase resources to avoid performance issues. After that, after the sale, after 20th, we can decrease back to the previous size to reduce cost. Like they say, like elasticity is one of a major characteristic of cloud computing platform, very important characteristic. Then measured services are there, sir. Measured services means what? Depends on usage only we are paying. Okay, no need to pay any fixed amount. Depends on usage, we have to pay. Right. That is like what is the meaning of your measured services. Then resource pooling is there here. Resource pooling is there. We have seen like all the resources are available in the cloud data center. Just configure use. Okay. Configure means what? just by making some settings, changing the properties according to our requirement, then we can start using. These are the five major characteristics of cloud computing platforms, which we have to understand. So means whenever these characteristics are there, then only we are calling it as a cloud computing platform. Right, right. Check here like first one, on demand. On demand self-service already we have discussed. Right. So on-demand self-service means what? Like we can create the resources whenever we need by our own, just on-demand self-service. Check here, a consumer means as a user can laterally provision computing capabilities such as server time and network usage as needed automatically without requiring human interaction with each service provider. Means what? No need to ask to service provider, right? So we can increase the RAM, we can decrease whenever it is required. We can provision the machines or anything we can create whenever it is required. That is like on-demand self-service here. Self-service request automation framework means even like we can automate also. For example, increasing RAM, decreasing, or increasing the size of the disks. Those things we can automate also here whenever it is required. Automation is implemented here by using uh, PowerShell is there, Windows programming language. By using PowerShell, we can automate the things. We'll see. Automation service is there. Next one, sir, in case of on-demand same self-service, that's why here like cloud system is there. So in the cloud system, by using here, we have seen we can work through web-based management portal. Just now we have seen portal.azure.com. We can connect, we can start working through the portal. Second one here like command line tools. Command line tools are there, means by using command line utilities also we can work like PowerShell, Azure CLI, okay, command line interface, CLI, command line interface. The same way web APIs are there, through from any web applications also we can work with. So we have some tools are there, yes, software development tools are there. So by using that also we can start working. So that's why remember like we can access this cloud system from any where how we want. So mostly we can work with this web-based management portal, nothing but we have seen like portal.azure.com directly. Second one here, broad network access. Second one. So capabilities are, once again, sorry, so like broad network access is that we have seen we can access from anywhere through any device, cloud computing resources. Resource pooling means all the resources are available in the form of pool. Right. So whenever you want any resource, we can start using. Right. So means what? Machines are there, databases are there, everything, network components are there, storage is there in the form of resource.
Sir, what is virtualization that
Uh,
you mean?
yeah. Generally, generally, see, like previously, what happened? We used to use physical machines, right? So, what happened? Like, suppose, let's say you want to you want like two machines, primary server, standby server. Okay, we can purchase two servers, physical servers. But you want to two primaries, five standbys, for example. Again, we need seven machines, right? So no, seven servers. Purchasing seven servers means what? Its cost is huge. That's why to avoid that cost, what we can do, we can go with virtualization. Means what? We are purchasing one or two servers with high configuration. For example, we can in that machines we can create multiple machines. Okay, for example, sir, in my laptop, I want to create three servers. I want in my laptop. So instead of purchasing three laptops, what I can do, I can use VMware. Okay, software is there, sir, VMware or Hyper-V from
To
Microsoft.
hypervision.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So by using that, we can create multiple machines. We can make the setup. Means in single physical machine, I'm creating say multiple machines. I'm creating depends on the RAM hardware is available in my laptop. So that no need to purchase physical machines, no need to maintain physical machines. Directly we are creating virtual machines. With virtual machines, advantage is there, sir. We can change the here we can add whatever we want. We can change the size or RAM at any time. Okay, that is it. Like cost is reduced for us. Uh, Maintenance cost is reduced as well as we can perform here like modifications we can do at any time here. We can increase or decrease the resources at any time. That is basically virtualization. So why? Because previously everything is physical machines. Later virtualization has come into picture. Same virtualization concept is used in the cloud computing platforms. That's why whenever you are creating one machine, remember one virtual server is created actually. Okay, there are no physical machines. Means in the physical machine these virtual machines are there actually, right? So that is like resource pooling is it. Rapid elasticity, another major benefit of cloud computing platforms. Rapid means like capabilities can be rapidly and elastically provision. See, rapidly means very fastly. Elastically means with yeah, scale up, scale down options. In some cases, automatically also to scale rapidly outward and inward. Means some different words are there. Outward means scale up, inward means scale down. So we can perform here depends on the demand, on demand. To the consumer, the capabilities available for provisioning often appear to be unlimited and can be appropriated in any quantity at any time. So this elasticity is one of a very good advantage of say like cloud computing platforms. Means with the scale up we can avoid performance problems. Again with the scale down, uh, we can avoid the cost actually to our client. So here avoid the cost of idle computing resources. Quickly responds to changing demands. That's like elasticity is there, another major characteristic. So check here like provision cloud service, configure scaling policies means what? Whenever like RAM usage is above 90%, I want to increase the RAM. If the RAM usage is below 50%, okay, for the last 1 hour, I want to decrease the RAM. That is like a policies here. Okay, scaling policies, monitor resources, upscaling, downscaling. So we can automate here. Manually we can do, or we can automate also, just to reduce the cost to get better performance. Upscaling will provide better performance to my client. Downscaling will reduce the cost. Okay, right. So measured services already we have seen, depends on usage only we are paying. Okay, depends on size, depends on configuration we are paying. No need to pay any fixed amount. Those are your five uh, characteristics of cloud computing platforms. And these are the three major services are there: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, major services. IaaS means only hardware Microsoft will provide, everything we have to manage. Whereas PaaS means hardware plus software. Platform also Microsoft will provide. Just we have to start developing the applications, developing the databases, writing the programs. Means Java, .NET, those SQL Server, Oracle, those platforms are also there. Just we have to focus on writing the programs as a developer. So as a DBA, I will focus on my databases part. Even no need to install SQL Server. Here we have to install everything. Java, .NET, SQL Server, Oracle. But here already Microsoft has installed. Directly we have to start working. So whereas SaaS means here like SaaS, software as a service, means as a IT company, what we can do, we can use IaaS and PaaS services. We can build our own application. We provide that application to our end users, to our clients. That is SaaS, software as a service. Generally, we have seen today Microsoft Office is there. No need to download, no need to install in the machine. If you see Office 365, just create the subscription, you start using. Okay, so that is like that comes under SaaS, software as a service. So we'll see that in detail again in the tomorrow's session. Just we have to understand cloud computing is the uh, platform where the resources are available on demand. And we have seen five major characteristics we have seen. After that, these three services are there and four deployment models are there. We'll see these services in detail. After that, four deployment models we'll see. Then we'll start with Microsoft Azure. Right.